All right, we're going to make an orange smoothie called Sunrise Smoothie. The first thing we always have to do is put the blender together correctly. So you're going to put the blade inside of the screw-on lid. Then the seal goes in next to the pitcher. It's always righty-tighty. Turn it tight. You're going to put it on the blender base. Then there is a little center part that goes in the lid. We've got it plugged in, and we're just going to make sure that it works. Then we need to gather our ingredients. We need 1 cup of yogurt, so you're going to spoon it into a dry measuring cup and level it off with the rubber scraper. Then you're going to knead that rubber scraper. You need 1/3 of a cup of orange juice concentrate. So you're going to spoon that into the container, and we've got our spoon here yet to get it out. You need 15-ounce can of mandarin oranges. And it says it needs to be drained. We're going to save the juice because we may need the juice if the smoothie gets too thick. So this is called a can strainer, and you can just pour it through there. Oh, and I'm spilling a little bit. Once I've got the juice drained off, I move my strainer and extra juice to the side. I'll wipe up the little bit that spilled. And I've got 1 banana. So I should have all of my ingredients except for the ice at this point. I'm going to put my blender pitcher back on the base. I'm going to put my mandarin oranges in. I'm going to peel my banana and just break it into a couple of pieces and put it in. Put the peel in the garbage. Then I'm going to use my rubber scraper to get all of the yogurt out of the cup. And then I can use that cup to rest my rubber scraper on so I don't get the counter all dirty. And then I have my 1/3 cup of orange juice concentrate. Pour that in on top. And I'm going to put my lid on. Put the lid on completely. And then I'm going to turn it up on high, which is either liquefy or frappe, sometimes it's called, but we want it on the highest setting. See that a little bit of the yogurt didn't get mixed in, so I'm going to shut it off and take my rubber scraper and scrape the sides a little bit. Of course, I shut it off when I use the rubber scraper because I don't want to cut the rubber scraper up. It does have very sharp blades on the inside of this. Again, I can use my measuring cup to be a spoon rest. I'm going to turn it back on. I'm going to take the center out of the lid. And I'm going to start adding ice cubes two at a time. get thicker, sometimes when you add the ice cubes in, they don't fall down to the bottom. So then you take, again, and turn it off and stir it around, because sometimes you also get a little bit of an air pocket in there. Put the lid back on and turn it back on high. And it's getting really thick, but we're not quite full enough where we want it to be. So here's where we're going to add just a little bit of that juice that we reserved. Just pour a couple of tablespoons in. And put the lid back on and turn it on. You can see it went back to mixing, and I can add a few more ice cubes. We're just about there. I'm going to stir it one more time to make sure we've got just a couple of ice cubes that aren't all chopped up. And I always kind of put my hand over that hole when I turn it on, because once in a while when it gets this full, it will slop a little bit out. Oops. And we have a very nice, thick smoothie without chunks of ice cubes. And you always want to check, and if you see some big chunks in there, you can always turn it back on for just a moment. Now this is going to be really thick, so it's going to be a little bit hard to just pour from the pitcher, so you may have to kind of spoon it into the cups a little bit. And all of your kitchens do have a large spoon in them. It's a slotted spoon, but it should still work for this. And you're just going to take the pitcher off of the motor base, and you may want to take and use your spoon to kind of help you get it out so that you don't get too much and overfill the cup. Once you get a little bit of it out, then it's a little bit easier. Now when you're all done dishing it up, you want to make sure that you unplug your blender and that you take the base off of this before you put it in your hot soapy water to wash. Otherwise the temperature change causes it to get stuck. And that's all there is to making a smoothie.